Okay, so I got this comment on my I like to do it my way video, and I think this person is basically just defending why they'd want to use their own personal drink recipe. Let me be fully clear. I'm not talking about random off-menu cocktails. You know, if a guest comes in and says, hey, do you know how to make a sidecar or brandy Alexander or whatever? Unless you have a recipe book at your job that they expect you to follow for all off-menu cocktails, then it is completely reasonable that you would use your own recipe. What I'm talking about is when you have a set printed drink menu that guests are given, and you have 10 bartenders making the drink one way and one new bartender coming in saying, no, I make that drink this way. This is bad because the goal that most restaurants are trying to accomplish is consistency. A guest that comes in and orders a signature cocktail from a bartender on a Monday night should get the exact same cocktail they get from a different bartender on a Saturday night. And this actually makes me think of something I experienced that's probably the best example of why this is so important. I worked at a restaurant where we had a signature tropical punch on our drink menu. It had all the ingredients listed, and it had orange juice and cranberry juice in it as the mixers. We had one bartender that, regardless of how many attempts were made to get her on the same page, would always sub pineapple juice for orange juice because, in her words, it's stupid that it doesn't have pineapple in it and it just tastes better. This continued until one Saturday night when our manager came barging into the bar area asking if someone made the tropical punch with pineapple juice. And I will never forget all the bartenders' necks just snapping to look at that one bartender and her just being like... And as it turns out, a regular that frequented the restaurant got one of her versions of the drink at a table out in the dining room, and that really sucks for her because she was allergic to pineapple. And the guest went further into detail, telling the manager that it was just super upsetting because she had loved continuing to keep coming to our restaurant and getting ours because it was really hard for her to find a tropical punch at a restaurant that didn't have pineapple in it. Thankfully, the guest ended up being totally fine and was completely cool about it. But it is a perfect example of why following recipes is critical.